Hi, this is Scott Garibay, and today we're going to talk about Dungeons and Dragons, and we're specifically going to talk about my. So I have this. In my humble opinion, we have the ability to stop playing Dungeons and Dragons and start using Dungeons and Dragons to improve ourselves. This is done, in my humble opinion, best with the POHEC, the Path of Optimal Human Exploration, by class, and today we look specifically at the class, the Dungeons and Dragons class of Sorcerer, and how it can be leveraged to improve ourselves personally, to delve into ourselves and explore ourselves and come out with treasures, wisdoms about how we make ourselves better human beings. So let's talk about Sorcerer. Okay, so in order to talk about Sorcerer class and understanding so first of all, what human element what core element of our humanity does the Sorcerer allow us to explore? Well, it's genealogy. It is the understanding of our ancestors. It is the understanding of what is within us, right? Given to us by our descendants, by the people, our mothers, our fathers, our grandmothers, our grandfathers, right? The humans who shaped us. What do we get from them, right? So before we talk about Sorcerer, we have to talk about the Wizard, okay? The Sorcerer and the Wizard do the same thing. They bend, shape, break reality, right? They say, I reject reality and I impose this new reality, right? They are not bound by limitations of reality. The entirety of magic is saying, I reject the limitations of reality and I reform a new reality. Right, now wizards do that through the arcane, right? And they're saying, in order to reshape reality, I am going to find points within the weave that can be manipulated, right? And they find solutions to reshape reality through dusty old tomes, and they study them, and they make their own. They study the old, they master it, and then they recraft it into a new way of breaking reality, reshaping reality, bending reality, right? Sorcerers are completely different. They do not find these answers in dusty old tomes. They find the answers to reshaping, bending, breaking reality, not in dusty old tomes, but within their own blood. It is their inheritance, right? They have within themselves a power inherited from older generations of being able to literally have the power within them, right? And so when a sorcerer goes to create magic, that is, wild magic and unpredictable magic. This is coming literally from their own blood, right? And this has been a tradition throughout all of the editions of Dungeons and Dragons, this idea that sorcerers reject finding magic in dusty old tomes. They find magic within themselves, okay? And generally this is coming from their ancestors. So we go to the Dungeon Master. The Dungeon Master starts the campaign. We have this narrative canvas, and we use this narrative canvas to ask questions about ancestors, about our genealogy, about the tree, right? Who was our mother? Who was our father? What did they bring forward, right, in the creation of us? What comes from them, right? And we may only have one part, like we may only know about our mother, or we may only know about our father, right? And of course, and we are looking for answers within that, looking for very distinct answers within that construct, within that structure, okay? And when we come out of that, we may learn things that we did not know about ourselves, right? And so essentially, our sorcerer invites us to look. Of course, a sorcerer is going to have a lot of information about how they became magically powerful, right? Magically inclined, right? And there's going to be stories that are coming down from generations about how this has always been in the family, right? And that magic literally courses your blood. But the sorcerer then becomes your sorcerer player character then becomes an invitation for you to do the same and say, what are the powers that your IRL father gave you? What are the powers that your IRL mother gave you, right? What is there that shapes you, right? What are your powers? What are your limitations, right? What inclinations did they have? What preferences did they have? What knowledge did they have? What abilities did they have? All these things, right? The sorcerer presents a rock solid conception that we must know our roots, right? And drives us to find those answers in our IRL. So the aspect that the sorcerer invites us, calls us, beckons us to explore is our own genealogy. What is in our blood, right? And we do experiments and we ask questions within the D&D game, and then we mirror those carefully, cautiously, in my humble opinion, through exploration of our own genealogy, IRL. That's how you enter the POHAC, the path of optimal human exploration by class with the sorcerer, in my opinion. How would you do it? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Let me know in the comments below. Please consider liking and subscribing, and have a wonderful millennium.